So let's talk about the Doctor Strange and Constantine crossover. So as we go in, we get to see that Constantine, he's visiting Strange for, to talk to him because it's or for seemingly help because, DC and Marvel worlds are clashing and all the magic and everything is mixing. So we see Mephisto and Neron as two Hell Lords are, fighting. So he goes and him and Strange are having a chat, and he's telling Strange how the two magics are clashing, and not and the magics in their world are different, and not just the magics but the horrors in their world. And so as we see Ghost Rider and Swamp Thing fighting, and Ghost Rider's over here dragging Swamp Thing with a chain, talking about you don't belong here. And Swamp Thing is just fighting them silently because Constantine's like DC world essentially is darker. The horrors are darker, and they don't say horror. They don't tell horror stories to uplift. They tell horror stories about what goes deeper in the mind. And Strange was like, you just talking like you don't think we got darkness here. And Constantine was like, y'all are not as dark as us. Your magic is a lot more cosmic in nature. So, they're going back and forth. Strange realizes Constantine is trying to rob him because he's like, I noticed you've been trying to put sleep spells on me. But Constantine manages to, headbutt him after Strange restrains him and gets the little Eye of Agamotto. But he's kind of going crazy trying to use it, seeing all the clashing magic because he sees everything. So Strange works with him so that they both use it. Since they both, two entities of the magic from the different realms, they kind of use it to balance as they see. And he's like, the way to balance is for both sides to survive and thrive. As we see Neron and Mephisto stop fighting, along with old Ghost Rider Swamp Thing. Everyone stops, and then they finally get some separation as it calms down. And Constantine was like, I guess it's back to my world I go. And Strange was like, that's good because he's like, you'd probably get up to some nasty business here. Essentially, he's talking about, I don't know, I wouldn't want to see what you get up to here. And Constantine was like, well, yeah, unless you want to come with me, come see my world. And Strange was like, maybe. And then they did the end with a question mark at the bottom. So, seeing Strange in DC would be interesting, especially because technically he wouldn't have the Social Supreme power boost off of the Vigilante there. Even though, he's still strong as hell without it. It would be interesting.